neurons are born, take their place in the developing brain, and then join one another in an intricate network of connections. Scientists see the possibility for error. The genetic makeup of the brain itself, poor nutrition during pregnancy, or a viral infection, all may have devastating effects. Whatever the cause, scientists speculate the damage lies dormant until adolescence, when the prefrontal cortex goes through its final maturation.
Schizophrenia could be a disease in which this last developmental stage is run amok, and we end up literally with the wrong connections in the brain.
Courtney, we're going to bring a monitor over in front of you that you'll be viewing throughout the study.
Okay.
Schizophrenia disrupts not only the thinking parts of the brain, but it can also have a severe impact on the emotions.
Courtney, next you'll be viewing some slides that most people find to be pleasant or positive in content. Just relax and watch.
To probe the emotional regions of the brain, researchers flash a series of pictures on a screen and use advanced imaging technologies to watch the brain's response. The normal brain responds to these stimulating images by activating regions of the brain that process emotions. These same regions respond poorly in many people with schizophrenia.
People with schizophrenia will very often say, I've lost the capacity to feel related to other people in the world, or even related to the world at all. It's both an intellectual emptiness and an emotional emptiness. And it's one of the factors that drives people with schizophrenia to feel like taking their lives, to feel like committing suicide, because they feel as if they've lost themselves.
The thing that really crushed me was the lack of motivation, the negative symptoms of schizophrenia, the flat affect, the emotionlessness, the apathy. Those were the things that really got to me.
He would talk frequently about not being able to feel anything. He could feel no sorrow. He could feel no joy. There was just nothing there. No sorrow, just empty. That's what he would describe, just empty and black.
I didn't want to live the life that I'd been given anymore. It was so contrary to what I wanted that I didn't want it anymore.
When I heard that Courtney had attempted suicide, I was not surprised. He had talked about it, he has had ideas about suicide, and he's one of those individuals that understands he has an illness and it's not likely to go away. That he hadn't succeeded was perhaps what surprised me the most, because he succeeds in most things that he's done in life up to this schizophrenia.
I wrote in my suicide note that why take death seriously if the quality of life is poor? And that thought really stuck with me for a long time.
While schizophrenia has stolen Courtney's emotional life, other teenagers with schizophrenia suffer from hallucinations as well, frightening visions and voices that do not exist.
June 17, 2000. Dear Diary, it's been strange. It wasn't a good day. I'm so depressed, I hate myself. Things would be better if, well, you know, gotta go now. Love, Sabrina Yeskel.
Sabrina Yeskel was an excited 12-year-old when she first went off to sleepaway camp. Once there, she began to hear voices.
They were loud. The tone of voice was a deep, heavy-set voice. They've said to kill yourself. They've said, I'm not worth living.
Sabrina's mother rushed to camp, but barely recognized her daughter.
She started screaming, stop, And I said, "What, Sabrina? What's going on?" She said, "He's trying to kill me." So I pulled off the road, tried to hold her and tell her everything was okay. We made it home, but she came in the house screaming. The man was following her everywhere, and he was trying to choke her.
Sabrina was diagnosed with schizophrenia. Now 14, she has been struggling for 2 years to stay in touch with reality. She still hears threatening voices, and hallucinations haunt her waking hours.
Sabrina often sees a black hooded dressed figure that sometimes will just stare at her, sometimes it talks to her, sometimes it tries to touch her, sometimes it tries to kill her. Sometimes when she's struggling with this, they begin almost chanting, "Kill yourself, do it, do it, do it."